Alright, we are back. Lime Soda up into first place at the moment. We get the telemetries back on the screen for you. Apologies for the delay there, guys. Pit stops for some reason being the one thing that I don't want on the screen. Perfect. Wingy Woo back up into second place after that hard tyre, after that swap from the mediums at the front here. Cooper the bot. Switch off. Wingy Woo's actually in first as he gets right in front of Cooper the bot. Cooper the bot with a 3-second penalty. Now, one of the first penalties of the session, I believe. Never mind, there is a lot of penalties at the back here with Arthur, Almighty Gob, Jetman, Mad Dog, Unique, and Defeated Demo, all with a minimum 3-second penalty. We're back and racing. We have 10 laps remaining after this one. The blue flag, safety car's out. Safety car is out. What has happened at the back here? There is a unique thrown at the back here who's caused a safety car. The second one, why couldn't there have been a safety car earlier? For the issue of the stream, safety car could have lasted a little bit longer. All these cars bunching up for the second time this race. Will we see people pitting? Probably not. The tyre life right now for every car. Currently on your screen, most drivers on fresh tyres. Unique on the oldest hards of this race. He had to pit early due to a similar problem. Wingy, Woo and Cooper, our front row sitters, have completely taken control of this race. Meek Mondays, aka Pinju, sitting in third, up from 6th. OC Birdie started 8th, is up into 4th. Hennessy in that Williams started 9th, is up into 5th. Little Flavs, who started this race in 5th, is down into 4th place. His teammate, Lime Soda, who went up 8 places, starting 15th and up into 7th here. We watch the drivers come round under safety car. Easy Reaper started in 13th, is now sitting in 8th place. A massive jump there for the McLaren. His teammate Arthur said, who started this race dead last due to a qualifying ban, has only made 2 positions to start this race. He's last to first. Not looking so well for him now with 9 laps remaining after the safety car. Wogjan, who started 7th and made it all the way up into the top 3, down to 17th place. Same with Jetman, who had the fastest front 2 sectors in qualifying, down into 16th, who started 3rd just behind his teammate Cooper, who is still in 2nd place. Massive battles for the front happening, as we saw for the first 12 laps. Not a single DRS drop for the front 12 drivers, and the safety car bringing them back together has caused a second accident as we go around a second time. Any knowledge into what happened would be gratefully appreciated. Greatly, that's the word. Greatly appreciated. I don't know why fully came into my mind. My engineering board currently sitting on tire age for some reason. I must have pressed a button that I shouldn't have. But all the drivers right now still sitting in their respective positions. Wingy Woo, who doesn't currently have the fastest lap, has a 122 as his best. Cooper the Bot also with a 122. Sorry about that. Only slightly. Jetman leaving the session. Down in 16th place. His car's ghosted now. Will he be back? The safety car is in this lap as we watch this restart. Come around the final corner. Safety car does have to be in before the drivers come out. And we're green to go. Jetman back in the race right as the safety car comes through. No DRS yet, but all these drivers bunching up. Wingy Woo cutting off both sides. Not sure if that's done move there. He went from the outside to the inside there. Cooper the Bot's hard on his tail. Yellow flag as drivers get spun in the back there. Unique Throw not having a fun time. Jetman in 18th and Hennessy now in 19th after a spin out the chicane. The front three drivers seeming... that rain! That is the rain on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. It is starting to drizzle with 8 laps left. Over the next 10 minutes, we will see this track start to get wet. None of these drivers probably will swap out, but there will be some wet racing for you, ladies and gentlemen, watching this broadcast from your computer screens, from your TVs, from your phones, wherever it is. There's a few splashes up through the final chicane, and as we come down through, Hennessy down in 19th, getting a 3-second penalty on those hards. I do not have chat either, ladies and gentlemen. The OBS break has completely stuffed me for the night. I cannot see chat either. But we're going to keep getting into this race. As we see Wingy Woo at the front here, almost with a 1 second gap. The first DRS gap that we've seen all race from the leading pack. Wingy Woo started in first, is currently in first. And he's stopped the DRS of Cooper the Bot, who is now behind. He's also making a gap here on OC Birdie Pinju just behind them. But the gap has formed and no DRS wing will open. Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to get the stream chat up for you, ladies and gentlemen, because I cannot see. Oh, wrong screen. There we are. Why does it keep glitching out now? Perfect. Arthur Set retiring from the session at the back there in 18th. We have Panic who's down into 19th. The rain coming down heavily. We see these cars start to slide around. Cooper the Bot got back up into DRS range. The track's getting wetter, but is still able to be driven on by these slicks. We get the overcast on here as we've got 5 laps to go. Over the next 5 minutes we will see a lot of rain come over, but not enough to wet the track. Oh, right up, wing it to tail here for Pinju and Cooper the Bot. There's a side-by-side going on here between Mad Dog and Almighty Gob. Almighty Gob seeming to push Mad Dog off the track and getting Little Flavs coming through the outside section back in. Mad Dog not very happy with that. Goes from 8th to 10th during that battle. Easy Reaper is back down into 12th place. One position up from where he started, is currently on the back here of Maxi Boy, who did make it up and was fighting with his teammate up in the front 3. Oh, a dive here! A dive there for Mad Dog. It doesn't go anywhere, but almost makes contact with the Red Bull of Little Flavs. As this track gets wetter and wetter. Panache on the outside of Wogjet. Oh, sorry, inside of Wogjet pushing through. The wings will open for all of these drivers as they've gone too far back in the queue. Side by side, 3 wide on both front and back here. All the drivers will be piling up through. Easy Reaper getting the short end of the stick, but Maxi Boy and Wogjet come together. They're still fighting here. Maxi Boy currently ghosted. There we go, he's back on the track after a little bit of contact there between him and Wogjet. But it's getting intense in the back here with the points. Every driver trying to fight to get as many points as problem. Little Flavs up in 8th place. Getting a 3-second warning after a safety car is absolutely dreadful. Penalties on the screen. Williams wanting to see what they are right now. His 2 drivers both with 3 seconds as we come through. Arthur, who had the most with 6 seconds, is out of this race. But at the back, Mad Dog with one more chance to not get a penalty here as we come into the final. Jetman and down the back in the Aston Martin in 16th. Wingy Woo coming over. He's on his own at the front now. The gap to the leader on the screen at the moment. Side by side goes. Oh my God, Pinju absolutely cut the corner and straight into the wall. He has destroyed his car. He's out. The V-Carb is out of this race. He absolutely dove through the chicane, spun out and went into the wall now. The gap between first, second, third is opening up. As now we see defeated Damo up in the podium seat at the moment. OCE Birdie, who's coming out in 4th at the moment. Lime Soda just on the back here. The only part of Pinju we saw was the side of him as he cut across the screen and absolutely sent it into the tyre barrier. Be an interesting watch when you go back later and watch the replay. This Silver Arrow have defeated Damo here with 2 laps remaining. He started in 11th, he's now on the podium seat. He's just behind Cooper the Bot as he goes round the inside line, out in front perfectly, coming into the chicane. Little bits of contact sideways goes Cooper the Bot. Birdie trying to capitalise on that, and Lime Soda getting ever so close with these battles at the front, but defeated Damo, up 9 positions into second place. Now almost has a 1 second gap on Cooper the Bot coming into this DRS zone. Into the around towards the DRS section. Will he be able to get it? No. Cooper the Bot getting closer after a little bit of a tumble there. By defeated Damo. The wings will open with 1 lap to go. Wingy Woo all the way out in front. Down in 10th is Wogjet, who sees Mad Dog come off the track again. Opens that wing. Also the wing open for Mad Dog. With that little bit of a slide, they almost go 3 wide, but the McLaren of Easy Reaper getting in front, and a punt there for Wogjet sends Mad Dog flying through the chicane, and a gap now formed between the two. Mad Dog will be fighting his way now behind Easy Reaper for 9th place. The final lap as Wingy Woo comes over. Wingy Woo on his own back here. A gap formed here between defeated Damo and Cooper the Bot. The wings are open. There are now 2, 3, 4 more chances here for the top, for the 2nd to 5th. The fight for 2nd is now on. Cooper the Bot giving a little nudge there to Damo as they come through the battle line by Cooper the Bot as we come in. Will come on board and get the lap times on the screen for you right now. The gap behind here for 2, Birdie, half a second. And the gap ahead, just 0.2 of a second here for Cooper the Bot and defeated Damo. The battle right now for 2nd is on, as I don't think Birdie gets in front but doesn't have the chance to be able to get DRS here. Birdie does not have DRS. He is holding on for dear life with Cooper the Bot and Lime Soda hot on his tail. Wingy Woo coming through the final sections of this track. Wingy Woo coming over the line. We know it's in for him. As he comes around the final corner, Wingy Woo will take the win for this race. But a battle here, defeated Damo in the back here in 2nd. Wingy Woo about to come over the line. I'll get that here for you. Defeated Damo coming around the line. The fight still for 2nd up for grabs. Cooper the Bot coming over in 2nd, but penalties puts OCE, Birdie and Scotty up the front. Little Flaps up into 5th. Scotty in 3rd. Maxi Boy down. Easy Reaper coming over the line in 7th. Wogjet in 8th. Limestone in 9th. Mad Dog up into 10th. Damo into 11th. Gob into 12th. Hennessy in 13th. 14th is the Jetman, who's just slid his way across the track. Panic coming around the final corner now. Putting himself over in 15th. In 16th is Unique Throne, who decided he wanted to throw himself into the wall and completely DNF as he comes over the line, and he will ultimately lose that position to the kit car of Panache as he comes over for the final time. As we come in the Red Bulls being applauded by their teammates. They did well. Here is your start. Wingy Woo at the front. OC Birdie coming over in 2nd. And Scotty taking 3rd place with those pens at the back. Ferrari another win after both drivers 1-2ing in Tier 4. Get the race director for the race. There are your positions here for you today. And here is your... Oh no, don't do this to me now. Race director. In the last 15 seconds here for you guys. And there is your classification for Tier 3 at Monza this weekend. Can I please see Birdie, Scotty and Wingy Woo in the podium chat, please? I will be there with you guys in a quick second. Wingy Woo taking the lead. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Yup.
Yep.
There we go. Perfect. Sorry about the delay, guys. The whole restarting of stream has really messed up today. Now we're here with your 3 podium drivers. Scotty in the kit car. We have Mr. OC Birdie in the Haas, and our race winner for this evening being Wingy Woo. How are we tonight?
That win especially.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. And we see that Mr. Birdie is muted. I'll start with you, Scotty. A very nice race for you and that kit car. You sat in the mid pack for majority of that race, but you kept that racing clean and you didn't get any pens. And ultimately, it got you the podium. How do you feel?
I definitely like the late call ups. Did the double race at Netherlands and Abu Dhabi as a late call up and did well there. So I must have to just keep doing that every time. But
I
no,
did
double
tell you I
podium,
would see you.
Yeah, exactly. Double podium, sprint and the race. No, very happy. Completely bungled main quali. So obviously started, I think, 18th in the main and had a slight collision at the start with Arthur. So sort of well off DRS. Sort of just chipping away. Guys just having accidents in fronts. It was
They can't hear Scotty on stream.
They can't hear Scotty on stream.
Yeah.
I'm literally staring at it. Give me a second.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
I'm literally staring at the audio mixer. Let me try this. Oh, they can't hear anyone on stream. That's cool.
Okay.
Okay, start that again. There we go.
Alright, so hopefully they can hear us now.
According to OBS, that there is full audio, but yeah, go for it. We'll try again.
Cool. Well, what I was saying, obviously, late call up once again, double podium. Most certainly take that. She's also saying bungled quali completely. So 18th to 3rd, really, really nice result. Yeah, slight incident with Arthur sort of at the start of that one. Sent us a loop both off into the gravel, and then yeah, just sort of chipping away. Safety car sort of got me to about that like 10th, 12th position. Then the safety car came out straight away. I knew the rain was coming. I was umming and ahhing if it was going to come down heavy enough to go the inches or just try and stick it out. But thankfully, it was definitely slippery the last 3 laps, but nothing really. You couldn't manage. And I did see a few guys up ahead get penalties, so I thought, all right, these guys are scrapping away. Hopefully, I can get within the 10 seconds to 3 seconds and just scraped it in by I think about 8 tenths. But yeah, Monza's not exactly one of my best tracks, but hey, I'll take a double podium around here. But yeah, some good racing with a couple of guys, but yeah, it was more so avoiding accidents tonight than anything else.
And that's what Monza is. I believe you made. Where did you finish in the sprint? Sorry.
Third, so double
Third, yeah,
podium.
double podium for you tonight. Double podium for you. Sorry, at the last 2 races that you were at as well. So I'm glad to see you back in that kit car. Was it kick you were in last time? It was.
I think it was as well.
was,
So I'm
so
loving the kick as well. So
You
I'm gonna
seem to be
try and,
loving that kit car a lot. And we might see
No, I don't
you in
mind.
a full seat at this point with the amount of races you've been racing for us.
Hey, potentially. Obviously, it's very hard to get a reserve seat. Obviously, a lot of the full timers are checking in each week, so it is hard. So you just got to grab the opportunity with both hands. Thankfully, I've had 2 tries at it and been quite successful. Not necessarily right up there in quality pace, but I've been able to keep out of trouble and my race pace fairly decent. That yeah, I've been able to nab a couple of podiums. So very happy. And then yeah, just sort of waiting potentially on maybe that full time seat mid season or try and have a crack at it next season.
Well, all the TPs have been looking at you over the last few races, and you will be in for a good chance next season for a full-time seat if you don't get one this season. But anyways, congratulations on the double podium. I will hopefully see you again next week. If not, enjoy those points. I don't know where that puts you at the moment, but it's higher than a lot of other drivers. What is next weekend, actually, now that I'm thinking about it?
It's Brazil.
Brazil. How do you feel about that if you do get a seat?
Favorite track, so I'm hoping there's a reserve seat next week. But yeah, favorite track Brazil. So yeah, if I can get a seat, glad. If not, not to worry. But yeah, we'll see what happens a little bit later on in the season. But obviously, congrats to the other boys on the podium as well. Fantastic effort from them.
On my last comment, we had one of the owners and TPs say that the mid-season transfer is a big thing, and it is. It always is a big thing. A lot of drivers swapped around, and lots of TPs having their say in the middle of the season. You could very well much be swapped over there. There is a real chance if you keep doing well, and I'm glad to be able to watch you race. Good. Have a good night. I will hopefully talk to you next week. If not, whenever I do see you, we will have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Cheers and thanks for the comms as always.
All good. Thank you for being here. Now, Birdie.
My mate.
Hello, Mr. Birdie. How are we feeling after today's shenanigans?
Oh, it was definitely overdue. Been waiting for a good result like this for a long time. Being the 5th pick, there's obviously some pressure to bring results, and I haven't been doing it so far. So it feels good to be P2 in today's race. I struggled before the main race, but yeah, it's good to get a P2. It was definitely overdue, so I'm very, very glad to be on the podium.
Did you feel coming into this race that your practicing or whatever prep you did was helping you especially after all the incidences that were happening at the start of both races, I should say, and allowing you
For
to push forward and get up onto the second place podium.
Yeah, definitely. Monza's always been a very strong track of mine, so I thought if I needed to turn my season around, it was going to be at a track like this. So yeah, I'm very glad I could stay out of the carnage for the most part. Yeah, it's a shame for everyone that got involved in it, but I'm very, very happy with this result, and good job to the other podium lads. Couldn't keep up with P1, and that last stint, he was just way too good.
The hard tyres proving to be the best tyre of the session,
Yeah, I
and
love
Wingy
them.
Woo using them to his full advantage. You are you excited for Brazil?
I do. It's also another very good track of mine, so I'm hoping to be maybe not a P2, but at least up there. So very excited.
Perfect. You've gained a lot of points for your team today. It was a
Yeah.
absolute pleasure watching you battle it out. The top, oh, everyone except Wingy. The second to sixth in those last battles after the safety car. Wingy were getting just ahead enough, but the battle for second, absolutely brilliant to watch by you guys. I hope to see a great result for you next week. Haas is
Thank
up
you.
there so far. So you enjoy the rest of your night,
You too.
and
Thanks for the comms again.
all good, all good. Perfect for you. Wingy, Wingy, Woo.
Yes,
How are you, my man?
I am pumped. I'm happy, and that sums it up, I guess.
Now, that was a double podium for you, wasn't it?
No, I
No,
actually got
no,
P7 in the
you
sprint
got
because
P7 in the sprint. That's right. I had the classification on the screen. I
yes,
just didn't screenshot it this time for some reason. Um,
yeah, that's
so
right.
P7 in the sprint. Did you feel coming into the race that you were going to be at the front to finish this one?
Well, I first off thought coming into the race, obviously I was a bit down. I was in like I made it back to P7 from penalties, and I had damage, and I was like, getting dive bombed, people outpacing me, and I thought, all right, something's got to change. So I went to quali, did first few laps on mediums, stayed P3 on the mediums, being only 10th behind by a provisional pole. Then a bunch more people did some time. So when I went on the softs, I on the last soft run, I actually was behind the Merc, but then he kind of caught on that I was trying to get the toe, and so he sped up and sort of pulled away on the toe for the first two sectors, but I think he actually stopped his lap because by the third sector I'd caught up, his light was flashing, and I got that toe, which I think gave me about a tenth running up to the line. So it was 4.5 tenth improvement from my first soft run, which eventually got me pole by 2 tenths. So I was excited for that, and then the race started and kind of tried to settle in a little bit. A few incidences, but by the end, the safety car came out. You know, after I just boxed and I was pushing to get ahead, stayed in first. Second safety car comes out. Rain, I'm like, this is my chance. Bodie's on the mediums. He'll outpace me for the first few laps, being high tire wear. And then I just kind of pulled away once I broke DRS because I knew that that was my chance, and I took it. So worked out well.
And watching you and the two RBs battle, did you think that there was going to be more contact or damage, or do you think you were going to be absolutely destroyed, or were you happy fighting those? Actually, the two Aston Martins and the two RBs, they were both. It was you were at the front there
Yeah.
fighting both of
Yeah.
those
Well,
drivers.
it was pretty hectic. It was pretty hectic. Obviously Lefty as my engineer was amazing. Uh, Obviously he could help me out a lot because it's me against four, so that helped. Obviously, shout out to Lefty, a good team principal. But yeah, kind of just save some battery. You know, let one person go, get the DRS. You can just re-overtake eventually, and then split them up so they can't work together. Is what I tried to do, and it seems it worked out. So
Perfect, perfect. Well, congratulations to you. I didn't even have to ask any questions. You answered them all for me. Um, Congratulations on the win. Your TP would be absolutely thrilled because Tier 4 had a 1-2 and now they have another one to add to their list this season. Congratulations. Are you excited for Brazil?
I actually don't mind Brazil. If I'm being honest, my pace probably won't be there, but I also thought about Monza, so I'm just gonna put in the practice and do my best. I mean, it's my second races full time. I'm aiming for a podium, obviously. That's kind of my motivation is get a podium. You know, you can do this. Sort of just keep going and keep pushing and want to win. So that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Perfect. Well, congratulations again. I'll be sure to probably be seeing you again next week. But good luck and get those practice in. And also congratulations to Left 4 Dead, the Ferrari TP, who has put 3 drivers on the podium for this weekend, being both his Tier 4 drivers and now one of his Tier 3 drivers taking the top spot. That is it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I am Break. I will see you again next week for Tier 3 comms. And back over in OCE, our partner, I'll be